everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Offer Online, and today I'm going to show you what I do. My files are just too big for Etsy. I also have a downloadable file that you can use for your own store, and I'm going to show you how to use it in this video. So if you want to know how to do that, then let's get into it. So something I like to check, I like to make sure that when I put my folders into the Google Drive, I just add in this and I add in a new folder, and then I like to divvy it up between all the files that I'm creating. And so for this one, I specifically have 11 different type files, and in there I have 6 different types of sizing, so you can check it out here. These are my sizing options as well. Make sure when I go here, I just press the I button and I can manage my access. And so it's only restricted, and so I want to make sure that it's only restricted to people who can open with a link. But that's generally how I want it to be done, is only people with access to this link. So I just do that. If you want higher protection, you can also do that as well. That's up to you. That's what I do first, just to make sure. So I divide it up into my files. I make sure that everything is in there, including my sizing and my copyright. That's how I create my link under my Google Drive. This is how my template looks like right now, but I'll show you my actual template later that I use. But I'm gonna do this with you just so you know how to use it. If you have a logo, you can just copy it in here. Maybe I'll just grab one of my logos. Let's see if I can find anything. I'm just gonna use this logo. Yeah, don't ask me why. It was my old logo. So say you want to go here, like let's just put it maybe on this side. This is ugly, and this is not my real logo right now, but it is an old one, and my store is the Polynesian. So I just take that out and I just put it black. So I'm gonna just go grab the link again. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna copy the link under here, and then I'm gonna paste the link in here and just delete the link. No, don't do that. That's not right. Highlight this area. So you go here, click on there, edit. And you don't want to edit the top because that's where the writing is. And then just paste your link here. Apply. Cool. And then, so what I have on there is like, thank you for shopping with my name. You will have a link directed to your files by clicking the link below, and then click here to access your files. I would love to see what you create. Once you've used up your files, please leave a review. And I have a separate link because the files are too big for Etsy to upload. I just want to explain it to my customer as well. So the reason why I say that is just because for Etsy upload, and I want to make sure that you have all the files you need. And it's just because I know for a lot of people that might be an extra step, an extra hassle, because they just want to have the files, but I think they would also appreciate having a lot more options or files that they need and would rather have that instead. So I just go do that, then I go file, download into PDF. The thing is, you can make it look as pretty and as ugly as you want it to look. So this is actually how it looks like for me, because I do actually put my real logo on it, just so you know. This is my real template. I just put an image behind it, but it's basically all the same things. It's my shop. It's also basically how I word it. You can write whatever you want to write, but I do like to say please leave a review, and also encourage them to share what they've created either on social media or through Etsy, or even just to me. I want to see it for review as well. The only reason why I do it on Google Doc anyway is just because it's easy for me to have access to. I'm going to download that. So here it is, and then I'm going to download it myself. So you can make this as fancy and as pretty as you want it to look. But basically I've given you the basics so that you can create what you want to create and how you want to create it. I want to make sure that it's PDF'd, and I want to make sure that the link works. I also do send it to somebody else just to double check for me. I know how this works and I've done it a few times now, so I'm kind of comfortable with my links and who can access them. So test it out, but if you're comfortable, you don't have to. We're going to go into our listing, and I'm going to actually list it for you. If you want to check out my listing video, you can do that up here. This is basically the same thing that I did for the other things. Created by me. Okay. And then when I go to my digital files, I add in the PDF in my downloadable link. And I will always go back and retest it after I've downloaded it, just to make sure, because, you know, bit of a psycho here, because I've done it once wrong, so I gotta make sure it's not wrong anymore. Okay, you gotta make sure. Also gonna upload a video, because for bigger listings as well, I think videos are great, and I think they show off the product just as well. So let's look at my pictures and why and what I do for my pictures. I'm just going to make sure my other stuff are there as well. I like to make sure that my sizing option is there. So let's get into each of the products and why I've decided to do it this way. So for this one, I've put up my main picture, and I also on my main picture have my video, but then on the second one I show other parts of the picture and how they can use it. So this is my other important image that I make sure I have, especially for my downloadable links. I want to make them aware, especially during the stage, that they will not be getting my normal zip file, which is directly from Etsy, but they will be getting a PDF document. So it says the PDF document will provide a link with the files. This is due to the large size and the amount of files. I wanted to provide as many options to mix and match to your heart's content. Hope you enjoy. I make sure I emphasize 11 different prints and each 6 different sizes, and that is something else that I make sure that I emphasize, just because so they are aware what they're getting, and they also understand why it's such a big file itself. And if you can see on the first picture, you can see that there are a lot of different pictures up there, and they are able to mix and match, because there's actually 11 but I'm only showing 9. That's the second thing I make sure that I put on there. And then when I go into my description, I tell them in my description what they receive. I make sure I say 1 PDF document, which will have a link to 11 folders with 6 files labeled under each ratio. So it kind of tells the person what they're getting, and to make sure that they're expecting a PDF document, and that the link is going to be in those, and how many files and stuff exactly there are, just so they're not super confused. That's my second way to make sure that they understand that they're getting a PDF document. And everything else has worked out well. I've done this a few times for a few larger listings that I have. I try to avoid it where I can, and I'll try and bunch up some zip files to make 5 files of 20 megabytes, just to make sure that I don't need to do this, because it is kind of tedious to have to do this. And also I know that the customer experience won't always be the best, but basically that's how it gets done. So I'm going to finish off this listing, and then we're going to check and see how the file looks once I check it and download it from my listing. So let me just do that. Now I've published my listing, and I'm going to go and check out my listing and just double check that I've downloaded the right things. So I've downloaded my link, and I'm just going to double check. Yep. Where's that going to take me? Yes, it's taking me to the right location, and I'm going to just double check that it's right. Nice. Look. Wow. Yeah, so that works out well. I hope you enjoyed my video. That's what I do when my files are just too big. Remember, if you want to download the link, it's in my description below. Also, you can catch me on my other YouTube, My Beautifully Polynesian Life, and my TikTok and Instagram, Beautifully Polynesian. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please, if you have any questions or if you need help with running your Etsy store, please ask me below. Have a great day.